This is part 2 of how to build the Armin Colossal Titan in Minecraft 1-to-1 scale. If you haven't seen part 1, I would recommend you go watch that because this will be continuing right where we left off with that. In part 1, I built all the way up to right here, and now we're just gonna go right into it and continue. And I'm going to go all the way up to when it says y equals -5. That's the layer I'm going to be going to. It's hard to describe exactly where that is, but it should be about equal works to what part 1 was. But I'm just guessing on that, so I'm not actually sure. Continuing the hands as well as the body, which is going to form soon, but right now it's still 2 separate legs. Looks like that. Moving up. Why can I not place that there? Alright. That looks good. Alright, getting the hands done now. That's that layer all done. One more. There's this sort of light texture that you've seen all over like the knee right here, which wraps around the arms, or around the hands, I guess. The only time I use light gray terracotta is right here. I'm not sure exactly why I chose to use that there, but it's there. And the rest is just texturing with mostly red. Got a lot of trapdoors for like the knuckle positions. Alright, that looks good. Alright, now we're gonna connect them. Connect the legs. Granite with trapdoor right there. Nether brick fence right there. Some upside down stairs. More crimson hyphae, or however you say that. Another trapdoor there. And that looks all good. Start with this hand. Some bricks behind those fences. Trapdoor right there. Doesn't really matter what direction you place it, because it's just gonna stay closed. Or open, depending on what you would call that. Just keep it like that. Alright, torch right there to light up the inside. You don't have to put that there because it's not going to be visible from the outside. Next layer up. I'm gonna go back a bit and you can see what it looks like so far. Whoops, this is supposed to be like that. And that stair is like that. Two red concrete and then fence. Strip birchwood, kind of an unusual block compared to everything else. Torch right there. Stairs. And I know this part is going to be very boring because it's pretty much just going around over and over again while also building up the arms. But that's just how it is. Next layer up. these darker reds, the hyphae, is that really how you say it? Hyphae? I feel like I've never heard anyone say that out loud. But anyways, it's going to start to create a pattern. Kind of like to show the abs in the front, and also like the crease in the back from his back. I'll go a bit further back. You can see that's what we've got so far. Coming along nicely. Layer. Some trapdoors and a lot of weird stairs and slabs and stuff, because this sort of lighter color is like, I don't even know what you would call it, but it is sort of like a lighter design that wraps around the legs and then goes down and then wraps back around. In case you're wondering what's up with all the weird blocks. It'll be easier to see once everything is in, though. That's that arm, and then this one. Boom, like that. Moving up. Here's another angle to kind of see what's going on. I'll put a torch right there to light up the inside. When you see me go like that, that's me right clicking and left clicking at the same time. You can like change the direction of a block like that. But the direction of blocks don't really matter. So you can just place it however is easiest. And that's only really for the red glazed and then the hyphae. But if you have something like that, it looks a bit off. So I like to keep it usually in the same direction. Two blocks there, and then some more over here. These slabs over here are going to be the, I guess, the ribs. The rib looking things that are sticking out of his body for some reason, which looks pretty cool, I think. It's gonna be mostly oak and birch, but it gets a bit more red, like the jungle and the granite, when it gets closer to touching the body. Birch down here, and then oak right there. And on the, I guess the right, or I guess the left, depending on where you are, it's going to start a bit lower, because the way he's walking, he would be a bit tilted to the side. So that's kind of to accommodate that. And there we go, and I'm going to do one more layer. Actually, I think I'll do two to kind of compensate for how long making the banners is going to be, because I feel like that might take a while. And putting together the face might be a bit complicated, so I'll try to pack some more stuff into this part. There's those ribs getting started. This is a stair. I'm gonna place a few temporary blocks. And you will have to make some temporary blocks to get them like this. Let's go like that. There we go. Some fences right there. And next layer up. The arms are going to start connecting to the rest of the body very soon, which I think will be very satisfying for anyone that's like building this by hand, especially in survival, to finally get these bits connected. But, you know, I don't really know. Alright, to place that, I'm just gonna put those like so. And then that. This is one of the trickier parts. Let's stay right there, but I'll place it like that, and then there we go. Get it in the right position. And now the body itself is going to start getting really thin, because this is going to be sticking out, and then this part goes like all the way in. Can't really explain it. It's just how he looks. Stair right there, and then slab right there. That is looking good. And I will do one more layer for this part. Do the arms first. We'll do the body next. This is the back. You can kind of see what I was talking about earlier. The like crease in the middle of the back. To give it a bit of shape despite it being very flat. That's just some basic texturing stuff. Some red nether brick stuff along here. It'll look really messy here, but that won't actually really matter in the end because this is going to be mostly covered by the ribs here. So we're just going to keep it mostly dark, but kind of like scrambled, I guess. And there we go. Once you get all those blocks in, that'll be it for that layer. And that is where I'm going to stop for this part. And now, if you want to continue watching, go ahead and click the link in the description to get to part 3, unless it's not, released yet. But that will be out in 2 days once this video is live. So I'll see you then.